most people don't know the man by the name of Nigel Farage. Over there in Parliament, they have a different attitude about things as opposed to the way that we function here in American society. They're pretty passionate about political issues, state issues, social issues, religious issues. It makes no difference what economic issues, no matter what the issue is, they're pretty passionate. Over in America, we have been conditioned, and I need for you to listen to me. Listen to me real close. Over in America, we have been conditioned to think, we have been trained to cut off and pay little to no attention whatsoever at all if we see someone displaying a character other than the way that this society teaches us what they call self-control. In other words, if somebody is hollering, if somebody is screaming, and if somebody is very passionate, you come already pre-programmed to not pay attention to them whatsoever at all. Matter of fact, the truth is it should be the other way around. You know, the slick, sick deceiver is the smooth talker. They're the ones that it seem like they don't get upset about too much or nothing except behind closed doors. I think we should pay attention to those who are passionate about issues, not the people who are monotone and seem like that they have control and when they speak it doesn't offend you, except when you go to court systems. You know, you go to court, there ain't a person that's ever been to court that felt like they ever got justice. It's just that your ability to resist them is just totally, completely taken out of the way, and you can't even resist it no matter what. And no matter what, you're going to submit to the authority, and you ain't going to do nothing about it. But then when someone sees somebody like myself, I'm very passionate about issues. And I scream, and I holler, and I shout to the literal rooftop. And when I am very passionate, I know I'm right. I speak with authority because I know I'm right. And when I know that I'm right, I put challenges out there. Lately, I've been having, and you can tell that people in America just do not listen. They just do not listen. Lately, I've been having young 20-year-old men trying to challenge me on what you have been conditioned to believe and think on religious doctrine. We'll use that term since you're familiar with it. And you can tell they don't listen to me. You know, for 20-something years, I've had challenges out there, no matter who and no matter what. And nobody wants to take them. And I'm very clear about, you know, let's set this thing up because it's the best way to do it. The best way to do it, not behind radio broadcasts, not behind YouTube videos or Skype. The best way to do it is set up an open forum, a place where people can actually come, sit, and hear. I'm on one side of the podium, you're on the other side of the podium or the stage. And then we have a mediator there that submits and asks the questions. And I got a lot of hotheads about a lot of things that everybody values their opinion. But I'm looking for pastors, leaders, teachers, because I'm a leader, an elder. I'm looking for pastors, you know, of congregations, leaders like that, professors. You know, I've had college professors a few years ago that was challenging me on doctrine. And then when I accept it, give it a few days after they go back and they look at my website and YouTube and all this other stuff, they drop off. They go away and they say, nah, we're not interested no more. And, I'm talking about people in positions like that. Not, you know, I'll be all day long with all these little flies. And I ain't got time for that. I'm a working man and I work very hard. I'm doing what I can to provide a home and life, not only for myself, but also to give direction to the Israelites who understand the signs of the time. And they know that they need to get out of these population centers. I wouldn't recommend anybody live in these population centers because it's easy to control anybody in the population. All you got to do is turn off the water, and that's it. And I've been to places, visit places and stuff, and it's amazing. If there are people that are affiliated with us, people don't mind asking them questions, thinking that they're going to figure out what I believe. But then when I come around, all of a sudden they have no questions about nothing. I'm a very civil man. Believe it or not, I am a very civil man. I can have civil conversations and civil discussions, but you better believe there's going to be some passion involved because I'm passionate about these truths. And I hate liars. Do you hate liars? Do you hate liars? I hate liars. I even hate, if I find a falsehood that's been working at me, if I discover one or something like that, man, I passionately even get after it because I don't want to be false in any way, shape, fashion, or form because the king hates every false way. So when I speak to you on the economic front, I'm telling you the truth because I've done my due diligence and research. I know what the truth is. I speak to you on the religious front. I've done my due diligence. If I make comments in reference to the history of this country and politics and stuff, you may not like hearing it. You may not like hearing it, but it's the truth and you can't fight against it. I mean, sure, you may not like the way I present stuff and say it. That's the majority of the problem that we're dealing with today is that I don't like how he said it. They won't go and check out to see if what I'm saying is so because truth is hard and it's brutal and it's harsh and truth demands change. And most people are just not willing to change in order to embrace the truth and then see the benefits of that truth. But hey, that's neither here nor say. It's none of my business. That's between you and the Creator. I'm here to proclaim and herald, and I hope that you have the ears to hear. And I hope that we get out of this attitude. My people come from an Eastern culture, and we're passionate people by nature. By nature, we're passionate people. So I can't approach things in this monotone, soft-spoken. It's out of character for me. It's just literally out of character for me. But hey, everyone that understands and knows what I'm saying and understands what I'm talking about, hey, you already know. But anyway, hey, I just thought I'd come in and say that. Don't reject people just because they do not come the way that you have been trained to accept people. You ought to start paying attention to those who are crying aloud and sparing not and lifting up their voice like a trumpet. Pay attention to those who's passionate. And do your due diligence. And go check behind every issue to see if it's so.